drifting on the lake in the boat, me and my wife and my grandson, and I don't know who else was there. Well, we had one of those big inner tubes, and we turned it upside down, and you know, he would climb up and jump, and we'd climb up and jump off of it and do flips, whatever. Aunt Sue's, you know, she's out in the water, and I want to do that. I'm like, okay. Well, she couldn't climb up there. She said, Mark, you got to help me. So she's in this black one-piece swimming suit, and she got to help me. So I'm like, well, you know, you can't do it by the leg, so you know, you kind of. So I got my hand right there in my 71, 72-year-old Aunt Sue's ass, you know, goosing her up there, and she's giggling, you know, and she gets up there and she jumps around, does her flip, and then she gets back down. And I'm gonna do it again. So I said, there's got to be something wrong with this Aunt Sue. So I'll never forget that. But she wasn't about to let anybody do anything that she couldn't do. But I still felt kind of weird.
Nothing but bones. Just nothing but bones.
Oh, Rebecca, yay! I've got a picture of Rebecca with it.
Really? Oh God, I don't remember that.
Oh, okay.
Say, I'm Rebecca.
I'm Rebecca.
I'm not an alcoholic, right?
Yeah.
Might be. After this, I might be.
You're going to be okay. Sorry, you can do this. Something I thought was Mom and I were thinking about on the way over here. I'm going to get you ready for this. You'll be okay. Do you all know that there's 5 Clemenses left? There's 5 of the 13 left. There's 5 Clemenses left. You, Fred, Butch, Bob, and Jean. So there's 5 Clemenses. Aunt Sue had 5 children. Aunt Sue had 5 grandchildren. So where's the mathematician, Stokey? 5, 5, 5. Isn't that kind of neat? Another thing, did you know today's the feast of the Assumption of Mary into heaven? And our Mary Sue is in heaven. Isn't that pretty cool? Surprise Father didn't mention that, but he didn't ask me before he got started. So, but I want you to know that she's a saint in heaven because Mary was risen. So she loves you, girl. You can do this.
So many memories of that moment. I don't really have a story, but I will say. Sorry, I'm so sorry. The thing that I will miss the most is her calling me, and at the end of every conversation, I would say, I love you, Grandma, and then I would say, no, I love you more. And it was always a battle, who loves each other more. Always, it was 5 minutes saying, no, I love you more. No, I love you more. No, I love you most. No. And, I'll miss that a lot. And I'll miss, coming in the house every Sunday and, you know, saying hi, giving her a hug and saying, I like your sweater, and, oh, this thing is older than you are. I've had this since, and the whole backstory, how she got it, everything. She was a beautiful woman.
That was beautiful. Doesn't mean you can't go back up twice and think of something later.
I'm good.
Joey, come on up. And Joey was one of the godchildren. Tell him. I know you're going to tell
Yes.
him.
Joey, if anybody doesn't know, I'm Butch's son, her godson, and her nephew. And I'm one of the youngest of 54 cousins. I'm like 50th out of 54 or something like that. 52nd, I don't know. I can't keep track of it. Rosemary can. She's better at that than I am. But I've got a couple stories I'm going to share. Just one by proxy for my older sister Kim, which is one of her greatest memories. She couldn't be here today, but she remembers Kim used to do high-level, elite-level gymnastics when she was a squirt. Like, what was it, 14, Mom? 12, 13, something like that. Well, Aunt Sue, never wanted to miss going on a trip to see anything or do anything, went with Mom and Patty and Kim to this gymnastics meet. Well, after that, they all decided, speaking of LITs, they were going to go to TGI Fridays for $2 Long Island iced teas. So they all go there, and Aunt Sue and they all get lit. I mean, just absolutely just try. I'm sure they probably took some with them, but they all go out. Once they leave, Mom decides she's going to do a cartwheel in the parking lot, and then drive all of them back to the hotel. So they all get back to the hotel, and they start jumping back and forth across the beds like they're teenagers, just back and forth. There's Aunt Sue, Aunt Patty, they're all jumping across. Then Aunt Sue and Patty they want to have a headstand contest. So Aunt Sue's sitting there doing headstands up against the wall, and she's falling all over the place. And Patty decides she wants to try on the 13-year-old's two-piece bathing suit. They're all just out of their, they're all just absolutely. So that was one of her favorite memories. Just doing headstands in the hotel room and jumping back and forth across the beds.
Up against the wall, and there's her nightgown. She's got her nightgown on.
She's
There's
got her nightgown
down around her head.
down over her head.
That's the picture of her that I. Her feet in the air. Up against the wall. It was hilarious. It was hilarious.
One of my favorite memories, it's kind of a two-part memory, but we went down to Gatlinburg, and Aunt Sue came with us one year, and we all decided we were going to go horseback riding. It was me, Mom, Aunt Sue, Dad, Kim, and of course I was such a little squirt I can't remember too well, but I remember two things about it. One, the horse tried to kill me. So his name was Derringer. He tried to throw me off by a lake, So we were taking off on a full gallop, and I was in the back. Everybody was at the top of the hill, and my horse sitting down there bucking back and forth. I'm hollering for Mom, whoa, Mom! We got up to the top of the hill, and Aunt Sue's on this horse, and she's so stubborn. Her horse was named Strawberry, and that horse hated her so much. It would find every tree or bush it could, and it walked her right through it. Said, I want you off my back, and it would run her right through the bushes. And she got back to the hotel, and she was scratched up. And she had bruises all down her legs. But that horse didn't win. You knew that she was not getting off that horse. So she got that horse licked. So that was, I will forever remember Aunt Sue. She always loved her games, and she found every opportunity she could when she came to visit us. Let's play Greed. Let's play Phase 10. Let's play card game. So she will always be in my memories for those. And I am a godparent to a couple of my nieces and nephews, and now I know what it really means to be a godparent to your godchildren, because every year she sent me a birthday card. And I got my birthday card on Monday, right before she went in for surgery. I didn't open it till after I found out. So that card's got a special place for me. And I know she sent birthday, she never forgot a thing. Steel Trap Mine, she sent it out to everybody. So I know everybody's going to miss Aunt Sue.
Yep.
She was amazing. So take a lesson from her. And live your life like she did. Never miss a moment. Suck everything out of life you can. Because I tell you what, you talk about never missing a bargain. Well, she got her money's worth out of life. I'll tell you that much. She never left anything on the table. So, to Aunt Sue.
I gotta tell you, the next morning after that horse ride, I've never seen anything like it. She had no fat on her, right? She had, I gotta show you. She had a bruise this wide. From here all the way up and around the other side. I didn't even know it was possible.
And she showed it to Marcia.
Oh yeah. We had no
gotta
secrets.
see it all.
Yeah, we had no secrets. I was just like, woman, oh my God. It was crazy. That was just something I have never. That's another picture I can't get rid of.
That trip that we went on, Rosemary and Mom, and she went with us because she would never say no going somewhere. But it was really cold. You know how Aunt Sue was always so cold. And she had on layers and layers and layers.
Oh, I think
Was it a ball game?
It was a national game.
UK
a
ball
UK ball game.
And I don't even think she even went to the ball game because it was too cold, but she did not want to miss
No,
out.
I think someone got sick.
She got sick.
She got
She
sick.
got sick.
She got sick. 'Cause I stayed in the room with Grandma, Sue, and me. We all stayed together in the room.
Okay.
And she got like a stomach bug or something. But she always had, every year, she's my godmother too. Every year I would buy her like, any of us have socks on sale or something, like thick, like wool sock. I'm like, Grandma and Aunt Sue. One for Grandma, one for Aunt Sue. They're always so cold.
Because they don't have any fat
They don't
on
like
them.
that, right? They would always wear their socks. Yeah, that was
She always
football
wore 4
game.
pair of socks to bed, summer and winter. You know, I don't know how she did. Her feet were always so cold.
The pantyhose. She'd always wear pantyhose under everything just to stay warm.
Extra layer of warmth. Yeah. I remember her on the lake a lot too. My sister Martha has a lake house out in Barron River, and Mark's memory was there, I believe. And one year there was a bunch of us there. Rebecca, you were there too. Where's Rebecca? I've got a picture to share with her and Aunt Sue in the water. It's so cute. But all the little kids were there. I think Noah was little, and Kaylee, and there must have been a bunch of us there. Well, there was a big inner tube that we turned upside down. We were going to see who could balance. First of all, just getting on that in the water is tricky.
Yeah, well,
So-
Mark just told us that.
All the kids were trying to do it, and Aunt Sue was like, well, I can do that. And sure enough, but I've got pictures of the sequence of her getting up there, and by golly, she won the contest of how many seconds you could stay standing up. She beat everybody else. She was always so determined and adventurous.
She
So
right after
fun.
her shoulder surgery, she Nicholas was shooting his little pellet gun, and Jimmy, him and Nicholas, and they invited Mom out to shoot the pellet gun with them, and it's like she shot. She goes, I got the target. It's perfect. You know, I won, and you know, it's so funny. And she bragged about that for weeks. I did the best. I shot the best.
She pushed herself hard, didn't she?
Yeah.
She was a competitor, believe you me. She didn't want anybody to beat her on anything.
Nothing. Yeah, she
But
gets
that's
so mad.
that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah,
You can
but
always correct
she
you
would
if you
cheat.
thought
She'd
you
cheat
were
to win.
wrong.
No,
She'd
try
correct
playing
you
Green.
right. She would shut me up I don't know how many times.
Well, I'll share a little bit. Aunt Sue was also my godmother, and I think I have a memory growing up without Aunt Sue in it. Like when we lived out here, then we moved to Louisville. She was just always a part of our lives, going somewhere or being with us at the lake or on vacation or whatever. But I have one memory of at Chapiz. She set up this obstacle course for me and my brother in her house. She was always like wanting to entertain us and have fun with us. So we set up an obstacle course and we were running around, and Mom and Dad weren't around. And we were playing and jumping and running around these obstacle courses and jumping over, starting in the bathroom and running through the living room and jumping over the couch. And I had fallen and just hurt myself a little bit. And I knew I was hurt, but Sue didn't want to panic, and I could tell she was kind of panicked that I was hurt. And she always, my thing at Aunt Sue's house was popcorn on the stove, which is not a thing anymore. Okay, you always make popcorn in the back. She would make popcorn on the stove and shake it around. So she was making popcorn on the stove with her telephone, calling I think something's wrong with Kelly. You need to call over. And lo and behold, Mom and Sue and me, we all went to the emergency room, and I broke my collarbone at Aunt Sue's house. One of 2 collarbones I broke in my life. But she just was always around, always loving, always sent me birthday cards every year, my kids' birthday cards. What was it, 2 weeks ago, her and Rebecca came to town, and they went to the store up the street, and Sue had to stop by and see my kids and just hug them, and she was just so special to me. The best photo I have of Aunt Sue, and I wish I could find it. I'm moving, so I don't have it right now, but 9 years ago, we got married 8 years ago, and we had a family bachelorette party at the lake house, and all my aunts and cousins and all the girls came to have a girls' week at the lake house, and it was Aunt Sue's first bachelorette party. And on this book they made me, all about Kelly, of course, this book, of my bachelorette party at the lake, the very last picture on the back of the book is this picture of Sue cheersing everyone, saying her first bachelorette party. So, cheers, Aunt Sue. We love you. We will miss you forever.
71, first bachelorette party.
All right, I'll tell one.
Okay.
A lot of you people remember Grandma's and Grandpa's table, all right, where you 2, 4, 6, 8, okay? You sit 8 people, all right? This is back when I was about 6, all right? Now, I've never been known for having a strong stomach, and in fact, when grandkids are over and, you know, they go poop and they say, I'm ready, and I say, Grandma. All right, so at that point in time, Sue was a teenager, and back in that day, they started smoking at that time. And I was like 6 or so, and I could drink coffee, and it was okay. Mom let me drink coffee, all right. I was sitting next to Dad. Dad sat here. Mom was over there. Sue sat next to Mom. And Sue, when she first started smoking, she would hack and just cough and hack and everything else. And finally, she did that one morning, and I was sitting there. I took a drink of coffee, and I spewed it all over her and Mom and everybody else because I couldn't take it anymore. So.
How bad did that one hurt?
But anyway, when she first started smoking, she just couldn't take it. Not really.
How long she smoked? I don't even remember.
How long? I don't know. I don't think she smoked a long time.
So I can
But
remember.
anyway,
Yeah, I can remember in the house on Chappies, we would be watching TV, and Mom and Dad would both be smoking. And we had to duck our heads below the smoke to watch the TV.
The smoke line.
But she quit shortly after we moved out there.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Shortly after we moved out there, she quit, and then Dad quit.
Yeah, but she was not.
And I think, well, I was happy. I don't know about anybody else.
She was not a good smoker.
She was proud of that. She said, I could blow a double smoke ring, you know? Yeah. And she was like, I could blow one out both sides of my mouth at the same time.
You know who taught her how to do that? Gene. Uncle Pat.
Uncle Pat. Really?
Uncle Pat taught her how to do that. He could blow smoke rings like you wouldn't believe.
Really?
Yep.
I never knew.